Welcome to the Chrome Cruisers. Today we are taking a break from my truck and we're going to be focusing on doing a spring tune-up on my zero-turn lawnmower. What you will need is oil. Specifically, I'm using SAE 10W30 engine oil. You will need an oil filter, a fuel filter, a spark plug, but in my case I need 2 spark plugs because I have a twin engine, and then just a roll of paper towels to clean up any mess, and finally an oil pan so we can catch all the oil. At the end of the video, I will be replacing the front tires and the deck belt. For those of you who don't know exactly what products you need to use, I will show you exactly how to figure that out. First, come to the seat of your lawnmower. Pull back the seat. And on the back of the seat, it will show you the exact item number for the part you need. Before you drain the oil, you want to run the lawnmower for at least 5 minutes. This just warms up the oil so it drains completely. To drain the oil on this specific lawnmower, it will be coming to the back. And if you can see right down in there, there's the oil drain. All right, you need to grab a wrench and a plier. Our next step is to remove the oil filter. Oil filter is right down in there. That's that black thing. This right here, that's the fuel filter. We'll be replacing that shortly. An oil filter, if it has been put on properly, should be very easy to take off. In my case, someone tightened down the oil filter way too much, and so I'm gonna have a lot more work to do on this. If you find that it is too hard to take off with your hands, another trick is to use a towel and try to take it off that way. If the oil filter is too hard to take off with hands, then use one of these oil filter caps. Then you can get in there by hand and remove it the rest of the way. And make sure to clean up any spills that came from the oil filter. Grab the oil and the filter and put a small coating of oil on the filter so that it doesn't get stuck the next time you try to take it off. Our next job is to replace the fuel filter. To do this, grab pliers and take the clip off of the hose. Pinch the clip together and then it should be easy to slide it off of the rim. Then just simply do the same for the other side. Now we just need to remove the filter from the hose. Then grab your new filter and make sure the gasoline is flowing in the correct direction, usually where the arrow points. Now I'm just taking off the old filter. You can do this by twisting it, and that helps a lot. And then you should have a towel underneath the hose to catch any gasoline leaks, but unfortunately I didn't. Then you just slide the new filter on and make sure to put those clips back in place. Now it's time to change the spark plugs. This is very self-explanatory, but basically pop off the cover, grab a ratchet that fits over the spark plug, and take it off. Once you've unscrewed it enough with the ratchet, you can do the rest of the way by hand. And you see all that carbon buildup, so it's time to replace them. And now you just do the exact same thing for the other side. Now I'm just putting in the new spark plugs. Now just check the torque specs to see how tight to tighten it down, but if you don't know, just give it a nice snug and it should work. Now is a good time to replace your air filter, but if your air filter looks in good condition like mine does, I'm just going to put it back on because it doesn't need to be replaced yet. Now it's time to replace the belt. So I'm just taking off the old belt from the deck. It's very easy. What I would do is I would put the belt over the pulley wheel and then turn the pulley wheel so it kind of pulls the belt off. And then it should be loose enough you can take it off the rest of the way. Then when you put on the new belt, it's just the reverse of taking it off. Make sure you put it on the correct direction, usually with the tapered side facing in, but check the lawnmower diagram. Usually they have a picture on the deck of how to put it on. And then you see how I'm just pulling that pulley and it goes right in place. That's the easiest way to get it on. Now it's time to replace the tires, so remove the nut and bolt from the tire. You really should jack up the lawnmower, but I didn't have anything to rest it on, so I'm just pulling it out like that. And it kind of stays on its own. Putting the new tire in. Yes, I did it off camera because I lost that footage. But here's the new lawnmower. Now I'm just going to power wash it to show you how clean you can get it. Use a little degreaser or something to get all that grease off of the lawnmower. Then if you want, you can use some wheel and tire shine to make the wheels look nice and shiny new. First start by spraying down everything. I'm using the degreaser and just kind of spray all the mechanical stuff. It's fine if you want to get into all of the engine parts and all that stuff. Just make sure you remove the battery first so that you're not short-circuiting anything. Now if you let it sit for a bit to soak in, then you can spray it off with a power washer.